Welcome back, Lovestylers. I'm Misty. Today we're going to be talking about easing into keto. If you've not been here, welcome to our Lovestyle. I lost 55 pounds on the keto diet. I'd like to talk about some of that today. 7 sizes. Took me a couple of years, but here I am, keeping it off and still going for it. I have a ways to go. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. We appreciate you. More comments, the better. Anything you want to hear from us, let us know. So, easing into keto. Well, what does that mean, Misty? So, what if I told you you could eat all natural foods instead of processed stuff and be healthy and be the size you want to be and look how you want to look? You wouldn't say no to that. You'd say, yeah, Misty, all natural. I'm into that. Who isn't? Natural always beats out the alternative. Think about it. We all want to be healthier. You want to start in slow. That's my recommendation. I have a video we'll put up here, slow and steady, about dieting. You won't hear much about slow and steady these days in the diet community or the health community. A lot of people want to talk about losing weight quickly, and everyone wants to hear that. No one wants to do a slow and steady pace. But I'll tell you what, I do think that is the way to do it. If you want to keep off your weight, if you want your skin not to sag, if you don't want to have loose skin, well, first of all, you want to get rid of anything in your house that has to do with the things you cannot have on keto. Flour, sugar, candy, Hostess cupcakes, chips, crackers, cereal. A lot of people love cereal. Get rid of that. That's a big, big killer of the keto diet and hinders a lot of people during their weight loss journey. You got to start to give up the things that you may have eaten your whole life. I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm going to tell you, it's challenging, but it is possible. Becoming your healthier self is going to be worth it. I promise you that. But you don't have to dive in head first. You want to ease into keto. If you love to drink soda, you may have to switch to diet soda for a time. I recommend neither. But for a transitionary time, your adaptation period, maybe 90 days you could give yourself, or maybe less than that. Something reasonable. You want to succeed. You want it to be sustainable. Get rid of the soda. That's number one. You got rid of all the junk food in your house. That's a big one. No more ice cream. No more chocolate milk. No more soda. These kind of things. If you love candy, you're going to have to rethink why you love candy so much. What do you love about candy? You love that sugar hit? What does that do for you? A couple minutes of joy, 30 seconds of bliss, lifetime on the hips. But you want to pay attention to your body. You want to ask yourself, why do I love ice cream so much? Is it just a habit? A mindless habit when I watch television at night? When I'm watching Don Draper from Mad Men? I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to watch Don Draper from Mad Men. You may want to reconsider and say, hey, what am I doing here? I can watch Don Draper without the ice cream and be thinner and maybe look like him one day. If you're a man. I wouldn't blame you there either. Start to like some vegetables. Some of us love vegetables. We do the big salads. We put some meat on there. Make some decent dressing. Or you have your favorite dressing that's low carb. Incorporate some vegetables. If you've not opened the door to veggies, you will find yourself looking for better vegetables the whole time you're on keto, like I had to do. I found out I loved cucumbers. I found out asparagus is probably my favorite vegetable on the planet. That's not starchy. You got carrots. Some people, like the keto police, will tell you You can't have carrots. It's not on the keto list. I say, put it on your keto list. It's a vegetable. Now, there are some vegetables you have to stay away from because it may cause a lot more gas and inflammation. Some of the spaghetti squash is not recommended. Sweet potatoes can be tricky for people. But if you love sweet potatoes, have a sweet potato now and then. You're not going to get arrested by the keto police if you have a sweet potato once a week. And that keeps you satiated. That keeps you having that little bit of sweet taste that you miss from the candy. And that keeps you on track. You know, a lot of people will judge you if you eat something off of keto that's not on the keto list. And there is a list. There's a lot of cruciferous vegetables on the keto list, and they're supposed to be very good for you. But some people find that they have a lot more inflammation from some of these vegetables. So experiment, try new vegetables. You'll probably end up liking most of them. For example, cauliflower. It's this base that you can add anything to. Bacon and cauliflower is delicious. If you think cauliflower smells weird, which it does when you cook it, and you think cauliflower tastes a little bit weird when you eat it, try the mac and cheese version of cauliflower. You will start not to miss the pasta. I know it sounds crazy, but you get used to it. These little changes that you're going to make, easing into keto, making small changes, is going to change your life. You can do it slow. You can do it the way you want to do it. You can add some meat to your vegetables as a side dish. Bacon goes with so many other things. Cheese goes nicely with broccoli. If you hate the taste of broccoli, add some cheese. They even have a commercial about it. And you see the kids gobbling it up. We're still kids inside. We don't like our vegetables, some of us. You don't have to pretend to be a vegetarian and love eating vegetables like a little rabbit. You know, I got sick of eating vegetables. I switched over to carnivore. Now I'm doing like a combo deal. Doing a little carnivore, keto on the weekends. I made a chicken pot pie to die for with the keto crust. And I'm telling you right now, it brought me right back to the days where I used to pop one of those in the oven. Those little 50-cent chicken pot pies, love those my whole life. I'm telling you, this one I made the other night blew that away. It was all natural, a lot of vegetables in there, and a crust. Delicious. You know, on keto, you can eat seafood. Do you love seafood? You can have any amount of seafood you want. That's meat. Don't be afraid of meat on keto. This is a tip. Eat a healthy piece of meat. If you don't want to measure anything, don't measure anything. You know, you can look at a plate. You got meat and vegetables on your plate. When people are first starting keto and they ask me questions, well, what is keto? How do I start? I say eat meat and vegetables. Leave everything else off the plate. Stop eating the bread at the restaurant. You can do this if you can refuse some delicious crusty bread with some delicious whipped butter at a restaurant. You can do anything, because I think that that is a test to see how tough you are. A lot of people cannot pass that test. Do an experiment. Watch people try to refuse that bread when they bring it out. I just tell them not to bring it out. Take that right off the table, literally. You can have cheese on the keto diet. I mean, I have never met a person who doesn't like cheese. Again, add these things to your meat. You can have cheese on a burger. You can have cheese and bacon on a burger. A side of zucchini fries, you're in there. Mix your meats. If you love stir fry, throw a bunch of vegetables in a pan. Add some chicken, add some steak. Mix your meats. Now, sauces can be tricky. There is sugar in just about every dressing on the market. Every ketchup on the market has some bit of sugar. Still haven't found one yet without sugar. There's some low carb ones though. The sauces, I'm telling you, you got to look at the sauces very closely. If you're home, which you'll be making a lot of your own food now, for example, make your own salad dressing. Put a little mustard, some olive oil, a couple spices, maybe a dab of mayonnaise or sour cream. You got a dupe for a Caesar dressing without all the fancy stuff. By the time you're done eating, you didn't know the difference. You got to be careful of sauces. This happens a lot when people go out to eat. Let's talk about sweets. You're sweet. I'm sweet. This Lovestyle channel is so sweet. We like a little bit of sweet at the end of our meal, a lot of us. I know I do. Some dark chocolate. When you get used to eating dark chocolate, I'm talking 85%, 90%. You can start at 70%. Dark chocolate, made from the heavens. 70%, 85%, 90%. If you start eating dark chocolate as your little sweet treat, you will not miss a Milky Way. As a matter of fact, you'll hate taking a bite of a Milky Way after you get used to dark chocolate. It's good for the brain. When you eat dark chocolate, it's supposed to give you the same feeling as when you're in love, somewhere in the brain chemistry. Try dark chocolate. It's good for a multitude of things for the body. It's a superfood. You can have it. You could have it with peanut butter. If you love Reese's, and everybody loves Reese's, try dark chocolate with a little bit of peanut butter on there while you're watching Don Draper. What about strawberries? Shaped like a heart, full of love, given to us from God. Strawberries and cream is like an ice cream. You take some frozen strawberries. I may do a video, let me know if you'd like me to, on making strawberry ice cream. Instant soft serve. You take some frozen strawberries, you put a little whipping cream in there, throw it in a blender. You got strawberry ice cream. You can put some stevia for an extra kick of sweets if that's not sweet enough for you. It's very, very delicious. You got to try this. You know, another great idea for a snack, maybe after your meal, whether it's lunch or dinner, or even breakfast. Homemade yogurts. I just made homemade yogurt. Our video will be out in about a week. It's challenging, but once you've had homemade yogurt, there is no need to buy a little half a cup of store-bought yogurt, which has tons of sugar in it for that half a cup. It blows me away that they can sell this stuff and treat it as a health food. Some yogurt with some strawberries and blueberries in there does the trick. You know, you may get hungry while easing into keto. You might say, Misty, what can I have? I'm going to be hungry. I'm changing my whole eating lifestyle. Have some nuts. Don't have a big bag of nuts. Have a handful of nuts. You get that salt. You get that crunch. You can have a little piece of dark chocolate. If you have not tried to snack on nuts instead of chips, like I had to do, try it for a week. You will be addicted to the nuts. You will not miss the chips quite as much as you think. You will get used to it. And this is a lifestyle change. You're changing your whole entire way of eating from maybe processed foods or the standard American diet like I was on, where there was alcohol involved. You want to leave that out if you can. I don't recommend alcohol while easing into keto. Please try to leave it out. It will stall you. It's not good for you. Leave out that alcohol. You want to try these things. You got your nuts. You got your dark chocolate. You got your natural foods. I know you want to eat naturally. I know we all want to be healthy. Ease into keto. Make it fun. Create your own dishes. Start your own blog. Make your own recipes. This might be a whole new adventure for you. So keep it natural, guys. We're talking natural. Easing into keto. The idea behind this, the whole mindset is natural versus processed. What kind of person are you? What side are you going to be on? You want to be on the all-natural side where the healthy people live? Or you want to be on the processed side where people die young and are on medication? It's pretty easy to figure that out. I think I know your answer. We're keeping it natural. We got butter, eggs, nuts, berries, fruits and vegetables. You'll be shopping on the outer aisles where the natural food is. You got your dairy, your cheese, your whipping cream, your heavy whipping cream. You can still have that in your coffee. You can have tea. There's so many options. There's so much variety in the keto diet. I don't know if it's expressed enough, but there's a lot of variety, endless options. You make your special treats now and then, and you enjoyed the process, but you still want to ease into it at your own pace, and this will help you. So you're eating natural, you're easing into keto, it's going to be fun, the weight's going to fall off you, you're going to love it. Start easing into keto today. So I'm here with you. Let's do it together. You can do it. I'm going to do it. You're going to do it. Let's do it together. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, and your comments. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. Thank you for supporting our music, Black Eyed Soul. That's our band. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next time on Lovestyle. Peace out.